What is up, everyone? Welcome to episode 6 of the Celtic Gamer Podcast. I am your host, Mitch and joining me today is Ross Mortimer. And we have Adam McDermott.
How's it going, folks?
We are here to talk about the latest game news, reviews, what's going up on the site, and our topic of the week, which we haven't really thought of yet, but we'll probably think of one when we get to it. We'll see. It'll probably be Titanfall or the whole Watch Dogs debate. But yeah, let's get into it with asking you guys, how are you doing today?
Fantastic. Greatest day of my life.
That's nice. That's nice. You never ask us that. Which begs the question, why 6 episodes in you've never once asked?
Yeah.
Because I'm just like trying to come up with new ideas. Like usually we go into what we've been playing, but you know, people probably want to know like how our lives are going. Maybe. I don't know. If we're up to anything interesting, like what did I do this weekend? I didn't do much.
Jesus.
Weekend before I did a half marathon though, but like this weekend nothing.
That was last weekend, Mitch. Doesn't count.
Yeah,
Damn it.
I'm only half excited for you, so.
Alright, tell us what you've been doing, Ross.
I will. Fuck you. Right. What I've been doing is every night for the past couple of weeks I've been going up. There's a cafe just off Air Square here beside my house, like an open cafe where people sit out on tables and chairs and every night for the past couple of weeks I've been going out at like 4 a.m. and I've been putting breadcrumbs down around that cafe to encourage pigeons that if they go to this spot every night they'll be fed. So now what's going to happen is now that they're used to it, I'm going to go out and I'm going to capture some pigeons. And I've got little rectangles of red cloth, and I've got ping pong balls that I've hollowed out to look like helmets. God. And then I'm going to put the helmet and the red cloth on the pigeons so it looks like a cape, and I'm going to release them again. Now, I may never be there to get the reward from this, but if I was sitting at a cafe and a pigeon wearing a cape and a helmet landed in front of me, I would lose my shit. That'd be it for me. I would break that. Nothing in the world would ever be as funny again. That'd be it for me.
Ross,
yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm like debating whether you just came up with that on the spot or this is a true fact, because I don't know what you. It's like, come on.
Yeah, as in I genuinely think this could be real.
It's going to be amazing.
What's the cafe name?
I don't know. I actually don't know. I just know that people sit outside. It's directly on the corner of it, but I don't know what it's called.
I know the corner that you're on about. Alright, that's brilliant. Adam, anything as interesting as that?
No, I'm not quite that crazy. All I've been doing the last few days is with the beautiful weather. It's tennis season again, and I'm loving it. So I'm playing tennis quite regularly for the last couple of days.
That's so bad. I didn't think we could talk about our active lives.
No, I didn't know you played tennis.
Not very well.
I didn't know tennis had seasons, actually.
Well, essentially, you can't play if it's too windy. That's the big thing. And you can't play when it's torrential downpour, and you can't play when it's snowing. So that rules out about 6 months of the Irish calendar.
I can kind of already understand why, because if you're playing in the rain and the wind, you're going to get used to hitting the ball in the rain and the wind, but then when it comes to when it's not raining and wind, it's like you're off game a bit.
Well, yes. The issue then is the fact that the wind is always different. It's either blowing one way really, really hard or straight at you. You can never gauge it, and it gusts of wind as well. So once the weather kind of dies down, the last couple of days have been gorgeous. So it's been just wonderful to step onto a tennis court again and hit a ball as hard as you possibly can. It's great.
I could never get into tennis. I nearly got into golf for a while when I was really young, and I actually wanted to go back playing it again, but I just never did. So then I just took up running, and yeah.
No, I think I played tennis once, I think, and I was very drunk at the time.
That's probably not the best way to play it, although it could be interpreted as almost the best way to play it.
I wouldn't say if you were really drunk, you didn't play, you participated in the sport, but you weren't properly playing if you were drunk.
Oh, no. It wasn't like trying to send the guy to the one side of the court so I could then hit it the other side and all that. It was just hit the ball as hard as I could in a general direction.
Yeah. As in, once you can actually play, it becomes extremely rewarding. The problem is getting good enough to be able to play is quite a steep learning curve.
I can understand why, because like you really have to earn those points, and then when it comes down to like what is it? Say when you're tied, you have to get 2 points to beat him.
Tiebreak.
Yeah, but like it's not just the case whoever gets the next point wins. It's like you have to get 2 points consecutively to win, or if you get a point, then he gets points or resets again. Am I right?
Doesn't reset, but it just you have to be 2 points ahead of your opponent.
Okay, well, all right.
So welcome to the sports podcast.
Yeah, you gotta love sports ball. Who likes goals? Who do you think's the best at goals?
Goals.
Oh, that guy with the hair. He's fantastic.
Yeah, he's amazing. I love him when he wins at the sport that he plays.
Yeah, it is really inspiring to see how good he is at that one sport that he plays all the time.
Alright, Mitch, what happened with golf? Why did you stop golf? You know, I don't like golf as a sport. I don't enjoy it, and it doesn't take that much. Do you know what takes skill in golf? The cameraman. Because as soon as they hit that ball, it's gone. There is no finding it again. And then you always see the camera track for a couple of seconds, and then eventually lock onto it, and he follows it the whole way down. That's amazing.
Yeah, but he probably has like this radar vision thing that like he can see the white ball clearly because it's just black everywhere else. So maybe that's one of the things they use. Because yeah, when I think about it, I wouldn't be able to fucking track a golf ball. It's tiny. Like it's hard enough to hit a golf ball and see where it actually went than to have to track it with a camera.
Actually, I think I've played golf properly once, and I think I was drunk for that as well.
Are most of your experiences in life, Ross, the first time you do them, you're always slightly intoxicated, if not completely?
Ross, like mini golf is not golf.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like actual proper golf, like
Okay.
a round of holes. Now, I've done mini golf and I've done like pitch and putt and stuff, but I think the first time I actually stepped foot on a proper golf course, I think I was drunk.
What's the weirdest sport you've ever played, or what's the weirdest sport you think exists?
That I've ever played. Bowling tennis, and that no.
Wait, what?
No, I don't know. I just picked two sports and put them
Okay.
together.
But that could be a sport, though.
It
Bowling
could be.
tennis.
It'd be amazing. I think the weirdest sport that exists is boxing chess, because that's just ridiculous.
Boxing chess?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a real thing. There's a chessboard in the middle of the ring, and then the bell rings, and they've knocked just seven shades of shit out of one another for like a minute, and then they have to play chess for a couple of seconds, and then they go boxing again.
I thought it was more along the lines of if they take your pawn, then you get a jab, but if they take something like your castle, then you get a right hook.
Holy shit, this is real. I'm just after
Yeah,
Googling it.
that's real.
There's like two shirtless guys with towels on them with fucking headphones on playing chess.
What the fuck?
Did you not believe me?
I thought you made it up.
No. Now you're going to have to go back through the previous 5 episodes and see what bullshit I was talking then, and you're going to be really worried about whether or not it's real.
And watch them, they're panting, they're exhausted, and they're sitting there playing chess.
Yeah.
Hang on. And now, wait, at what point do they stand up again?
Oh my... And they even have like the hot girl with the fucking round thing going around as well.
Yeah, it's got to be a boxing chess. I don't know what sport I've played. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Okay, yeah. They've finished playing chess. They've gone back to the corner. They're putting now they're swinging.
Yeah, so yeah, it's chess and kick the shit out of one another. It's amazing.
Wait, is there a point for winning the boxing match and a point for winning the chess match?
Honestly, I don't know. I just know it exists.
You know well it exists because Jägermeister sponsor it, because I can see Jägermeister on the side of one of the tables. Makes sense.
And then when they go back to chess, they're clearly concussed. So it's not very high level chess playing.
You don't know.
A game I was going to pick, curling, and I don't know why. It's just I've never watched it, but I kind of think that it is actually more technical savvy than people would realize, because it's a case of you have to believe that the guy that's throwing the curl can hit the momentum that you need to hit to be able to, like, you sweep to make it a bit more slippery for the actual thing to make it into the circle, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know what the sweeping does. I don't know if it makes it slippy or if it's just to clear any debris that might be in the way or something.
No, it's if you didn't sweep at all, like it would stop like halfway. So you have to kind of sweep so like it gets a little bit slipperier, so it goes a little bit further with the momentum. But then when you get to the end, you don't want to be sweeping too much. You want it to be able to stop in the center.
All I know is I would love to invite a national curling team over to my house to take care of my floors. They are filthy.
Yeah. Do you think that's how that sport got started? You think like a man and husband and wife are at home and she just refused to sweep the house, and he didn't want to say it to her because every time he did it started an argument. So he invented this sport where he just rolled a bowling ball and she had to sweep in front of it, but he just kept throwing it in different directions just to get her to sweep different areas.
Maybe. I think he more or less aggressively swept the house in protest and then turned into a sport, not seem like such a wuss.
The downside to that is if she didn't sweep...
Aggressively sweep the house in protest. Bitch, I'll show you!
You're not doing it right, let me show you how it's done.
Yeah. Well, the downside to that is if she didn't sweep hard enough that the ball would just go into one of the dresser drawers and be like, ah, fuck! So anyway, I've been playing Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, seeing as it came to PlayStation Network for free, along with I played Dead Nation as well. That review that I didn't get to write in time. Remember last week I just got the embargo for like, what was it, an hour after the podcast ended or something?
Yep.
Mitch, we're very disappointed with you. That was atrocious. They gave you a code out of an idea that you would have it done in time, and they gave you a full 65 minutes, and you couldn't play the game review in that amount of time. That is disrespectful.
And even like editing a podcast together at the same time, like, you know, you think I'd have plenty of time.
Yeah, you got two hands, don't you?
So yeah, I don't know, which one will I talk about first? Dead Nation, I gave it a 7 out of 10, and it's fun. Not fun on your... Well, it's fun on your own as well, but like it's more fun if you were playing a couch co-op with someone. Do you know? It came out on PS3 before, and I played it there as well. So when I went back to it, I was kind of wondering, I wonder if I go back to it, I'll enjoy it as much. And I enjoyed it on the PS3, but I didn't think it was like an amazing wow kind of game. I much prefer their other games that they made, like Outland and Super Stardust Delta. I think they made that game, and they also did Resogun, the Housemarque, they're the name of the developers. But it's a okay game story wise. There's nothing really there. There's a couple like frame pictures that start at the beginning of a level, but then when you get into the level there's no more story or dialogue, maybe until you finish the level. But basically you either pick Scarlet or Jack Reddit, I think it is. I'm not too sure. But you just go into levels and you annihilate mobs and mobs of zombies, but at the same time you can use flares to throw down, and the zombies will go towards the flare, and then if you have a bomb drop beside the flare, you'll kill more zombies at one go. You can fire at cars that might have a car alarm. You can tell if they do because they'll have a blink of red dot, and if you hit that hard enough, the zombies will get attracted by the alarm, and then the car will eventually explode because they just start hitting the car. Also, if you hit the bonnet of the car, or the boot of the car, you'll get more items, or you get like gold, and it'll add to your multiplier as well. So it's all about like score based. It's kind of good if you're like playing it competitively against friends, trying to get the highest score in levels. But other than that, now it's an okay game. The fact that people get it for free on PlayStation 4, they should check it out if they have PlayStation Plus. But to recommend it, that you go out and buy it, maybe in a sale, but I wouldn't put down, I think it's the €15 for purchase up front. So
can you play? You can obviously play online with others, can't you?
You can, but I could never get the headset to work, so I don't know if it does or not.
Doesn't the headset plug into the PS4 controller?
It did, and when I was playing, like, I had my headset in, so maybe it was a case that the other people didn't have their headset in or not. But I played a good few matches, and I thought, you know, if you're playing on PS4, you want to try out the multiplayer with the headset. But I couldn't get any matches with people that were talking on their headsets, so it was okay playing with someone for a while, but it would have been better to be like, oh, you go over there and I'll go over here, and we'll kind of, you know, we'll pincer in the zombies into this corner and we'll kill them quicker. But we couldn't communicate, unfortunately. Now I don't know whether that's the case all the time, or maybe it was just at launch they didn't have it penciled in. It could have been patched in, but I'm not sure. I didn't hear anything about it. So okay, game. 7 out of 10.
7's a bit high for an okay game. I thought okay was a 6. Never mind. Yeah, okay. 7. 7's a good score though.
Yeah, no, like if I gave it a 6, it would be a case of like people shouldn't read. Well, I know I shouldn't say that. I do kind of want people to check it out, but I don't want people to be like going in thinking it's going to be amazing.
So it would be a great game if you had a friend coming over for, I don't know, a little bit and you just sat down and played a bit of Dead Nation for a while.
Definitely. It's like a really, really good couch co-op kind of game. Like if you go on and watch people live streaming on Twitch right now, if they're playing couch co-op, I was watching a few people playing and they were really like getting into it and enjoying it. Because actually, if you're streaming to Twitch, there's actually this cool interaction where people, if they put hashtag A, and after 30 seconds they'll tally up whoever did hashtag A or hashtag B. If the A's win, then that means health packs will drop for you. But then if it's hashtag B, that means more zombies will spawn in.
So hashtag B all the way.
Yeah, that was happening to us an awful lot. So it's kind of a cool integration with Twitch. I like that people are doing this kind of stuff now, because that'll make games more interactive for people to watch on Twitch. So
that's pretty cool.
And then other than that, I've started playing Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, and that game has kind of been ruined for me already, because I listen to a lot of podcasts and Game of the Year podcasts, and sometimes, you know, they spoil it, so I kind of know the ending. But even though I know the ending, I'm actually enjoying just walking around and solving the puzzles and just seeing the world, basically. It's very interesting. So I don't know, I think I'm like an hour and a half into it.
What point exactly are you at?
There's okay, I'm after saving this big thing, and that's all I want to say because I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
Save the big thing.
That narrows it down.
Yeah, save the big thing. All right. Spoiler alert.
Okay, all right. I'm after saving the troll woman.
Oh God, you're way early.
Am I? Okay.
How are you an hour and a half in? You're not an hour and a half in. Hour at the most.
Oh, okay. All right, fine. I might take a little bit more time to enjoy the world than you did in your fucking Let's Plays. All right. But no, it's good. I do have problems with the controls. I wish that you could set the right stick to be the big brother and then the small stick or the left stick to be the small brother, because you use the right brother more than you would use the left brother, and Ross is probably like, what the fuck are they talking about, right brother?
No, but, I get it. What you lost me with the I saved the big thing, but I know what you're talking about.
Alright, yeah, no, but in the game it's like a dual stick, like, yeah, it's a dual stick game where one dual stick controls one of the brothers and the other one controls the other, and I would just prefer that they just swapped it around, that the right analog stick was the bigger brother and then the left analog stick would be the smaller brother, because you use the bigger brother more for solving things than you would use the little brother. And I keep getting mixed up sometimes where I'm just running forward and then like, oh, the small brother has to catch up, and I take my finger off the wrong analog stick and then the big brother runs forward more, and it's like, oh, god damn it.
Can you not switch that around in... Sorry, go on, Ross.
No, I was just going to say, why you think having them swapped around would make that any better?
I just do, because I think more like my right hand is my stronger hand, so I'd want to be the stronger brother, and then my left hand is weaker, so I want to be the weaker brother.
That is a ridiculous amount of logic to put into that.
During their play testing, I'm sure nobody was crazy enough to come up with that as an idea.
No. And then that one poor guy is just sitting there going, well, I'm ambidextrous, I'm fucked, and he had to quit.
Yeah.
Alright, fine. Okay, then I just don't like the controls. I would have preferred it that the little brother would just follow you by just grabbing the bigger brother's hand or something.
Like Ico.
Could you not change that in the settings? Can you not switch them around in the settings?
No, you can't. I looked at it, you can't.
Oh,
so
strange.
Then if that can't be changed, then yeah, I think the controls are...
They're broken. They're useless.
They're not broken. They're good for puzzles, but when you're just running around, it's I don't know. I don't like them. Like, it's not hindering my enjoyment of the game too much. It's just sometimes it's just like, oh fuck, I messed up again. So
right.
Other than that, yeah, that's what I've been playing.
You are just before a very cool chapter I mean, kind of, it's very cool.
Okay, well, I haven't got it yet, but hopefully I'll be getting Infamous Second Son this week, so I'll be doing that for review.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Wait, what? No, it doesn't come out. Are you getting a review copy?
Yes.
Oh, nice one. Because it comes out. Yeah, you have
The
full week
20th.
early. Yeah.
Hopefully now I'll get that this week and get to review it for the site. Get you guys a good old review up and our impressions, because I am excited to play that game.
Then after that, you can post the game when you're finished. Myself and Ross.
Yes, split it.
Yeah, you can get half the disc and I'll take the other. Actually, you know what, Ross? You can get the box and I'll take the disc.
Sound good.
Cheers.
I
Nice
do
one.
what you did when you were a kid, when you got a new game and you're on your way home and you just read the back of the box and all the stuff in the menu,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because that's all you could do to experience the game till you got home.
Do you have a PlayStation 4, Adam?
My brother has it, and I
Alright.
use it occasionally. I don't play it at all. I just play the PS3.
I'll be honest, yeah, I bought it and I played it religiously for like maybe a week or two, but I really haven't turned it on all that much. Maybe just like to download stuff off the PSN, they're free. But no, there's not. I'm still waiting for a game to make me commit more time to it.
Yeah, that'll be Infamous, and then after Infamous, maybe Ground Zeroes, and then after that, I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, because once we get to the news, we'll have to talk about how Drive Club is back to the drawing board again. I don't know if you heard that, Ross.
Yeah, they don't even have a release date.
Yeah, that was like rumors it was going to be out next month, but then
There were rumors it was going to be a launch title.
yeah, no, that was supposed to be a launch title. But like even when I played it, I still felt like this game doesn't feel done. Because when you drove into like the grass, it would just reset you back on the track, and I was just kind of thinking, you know, I hope that's not going to be in the real game. So, but yeah, that's all I've been playing. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's all I've been playing. So we'll go to Ross.
Still Minecraft.
I was going to say, I bet you it's Minecraft.
Yeah, that game will be on my list for a while. It's just fun to play, and I've started doing this thing. I have like this massive sky bridge that my minecart runs along, and even though everything in Minecraft is a free floating structure and it doesn't need support, I've started to build in support for it just so it looks like more like a normal bridge, just to make look more organic in my world. Yeah, so Minecraft is fun. I have started playing Tomb Raider as well because there's a PS Plus perk.
Yes.
I'm not at all far into it. I'm still kind of in the tutorial part where it introduces me to a new mechanic and it gives me the little text box to tell me how it is. I'm still at that part of the game. And by the time I started playing it, I had been awake for like 32 hours and I got to a stealth part and I just couldn't concentrate. And I just turned it off and I haven't played it since. And that has been pretty much it. I haven't really played much else. I'm back to work now, so I watch Sons of Anarchy and then I play a little bit of something, and that's it.
Nice. I actually want to talk. I want to put in our Sons of Anarchy segment later on and find out how you're finding it.
Okay.
Cool.
Ross, you had the full week off. Did you get to play as many games as you hoped?
No.
That
No,
never
I didn't.
happens, does it?
No, it didn't. I knew I did finish 2 games, which was good. I finished Metro and I started and finished DMC. But Metro took longer. I thought I was closer to the end than I was. That took a lot longer. And then DMC. My plan was to do those 2 things and then start Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. But that never happened, and now Tomb Raider's out, so I want to play that. Because I never actually got around to playing it, and I was going to hold off till I got my PS4 to play the Definitive Edition.
I have to get back to Metal Gear Solid Revengeance as well, or Rising. I played it for a while and I really liked it, but then I fucking stopped.
I've actually decided, the last day I was just chatting to one of the guys at work about Metal Gear, I'm going to do another playthrough of Metal Gear 4 pretty soon.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm working on trying to get all the iPod tracks for that gold trophy.
Is there ever a chance that you'll get the platinum for it?
If I get all the iPod tracks, then I have the platinum.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's the only trophy I have.
Ross is a pretty dedicated Metal Gear Solid 4 player.
Wow. How many playthroughs have you done of it?
In total, since I got it, about 8.
Ugh, good grief. How?
No, you just play it different ways. I used to. When you first got it, I got my PS3 for that game. I got Metal Gear and Oblivion, and that's all I played for a fucking ages until I started getting other games. But yeah, then they patched in I went away from it for a long time, and then they patched in trophies, so I played through it again twice, to get the trophies. The one to get the stealth camo for not killing anybody, and then one to get the fucking solar gun and all that stuff. But I want to go back and do it. I think I'll do it because you need at least, I think it's 9 playthroughs to get all the ratings, and the ratings give you different iPod tracks.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I might do a playthrough and then not touch it for a couple of weeks and then do another one, because I can blow through the game in a couple of hours as long as I
yeah, as in how if you were to speed run it, how long would it take it to complete?
I could do it in a day.
No, as in terms of hours.
I honestly don't know, because I haven't sped run it in a while, and when I did I had the stealth suit on, so I literally sprinted through. That was back when we did the Secret Santa Trophy Challenge on the last podcast.
Fucking hell. Every week was just like, who can give each other the hardest fucking trophy, and who will get it. And yeah, that was a fun times. But at least like the thing with that was that it would make us play games that week, because sometimes I'm just like, for a person that works on a website about video games, I play fucking nothing right now.
So we're all adults, getting busy.
Yeah. Remember the days you'd like come home and like, even though you had school and everything, you'd put like 50 hours into one game of Final Fantasy in 1 week if you wanted to.
Easily.
You know. Now it's just like, I couldn't put 10 hours into a game.
Yeah, now it's you play a game for 2 to 3 hours and then you have to do other things.
Yeah, that's why indie games are great for adults, because it's just, you know, you get like what you would want out of a full-fledged game in an indie game sometimes. Like with Journey is another example. Is like, that game takes 2 hours, but the enjoyment I got out of those 2 hours was better than anything I've gotten in a long time.
Yeah, as in that's why I like Journey. I like, as in, games you can sit down and play through in one sitting. Mm-hmm. Journey, Brothers, Gone Home. You can sit down in one sitting and it's finished from start to finish. You don't have to go away and then try and remember, oh wait, what was going on? It's just, it's seamless.
I just want to mention something there. You mentioned Journey, Brothers, and then you said Gone Home. I'm probably going to get a lot of shit for this. I fucking hated Gone Home.
That's fine.
Really passive aggressively. That's fine.
People, if you want to be angry at me, just follow me on Twitter at alpha_prince, and I'll answer your questions about why I didn't like Gone Home.
I don't mind if you don't like Gone Home. As in, I didn't make the game, so I know,
but you have to realize this is the internet that's listening. The internet hates people that don't like what they like, and like a lot of people liked it, but I just think it wasn't that good. A game I really want to play, 2 games, indie games I've never gotten around to, and I really want to play. Bastion is one of them.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, because I've heard the narrator and it just sounds amazing, and also Mark of the Ninja.
That's also really good.
Yeah,
that is as in, it's if you want a stealth game other than Metal Gear Solid and a true stealth game, is in Splinter Cell, you can do an awful lot more combat than you should be, but Mark of the Ninja is fantastic, and it's all done into levels and it's 2D. It's perfect. Yeah,
like to be able to make a 2D stealth game like that. Like another good one, actually, Ross, you did a Let's Play of it, was Stealth Incorporated, but like Ross,
what?
I just got that.
No.
I have like notification center on my laptop, and it just came up like, Ross just said, "Go fuck yourself, Gone Home," or something like that.
I said Gone Home changed my life. Fuck yourself.
Did you actually play it?
No.
Okay, sorry. Oh, Adam, what have you been playing? Jesus Christ.
Oh, I did something strange. I went and platinumed Uncharted 2.
Hey, nice.
I don't know, it was there and I hadn't played in a while, and I got the platinum in Uncharted 1, and I was like, you know what, Vegas, I'll play Uncharted 2.
We all have that platinum, don't we?
Yeah, I'm working on the first one now, and then I'll have the trilogy platinum.
That's really cool. With Uncharted 2, I think if you play the Uncharted series, normally it's a lot of fun, but playing it on Crushing, the hardest difficulty, is so better. It's the way it's meant to be played.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I really do like it.
As in, I thought Uncharted 1 was my favourite, and I thought that's the best one, because I played through on Crushing, and I thought Uncharted 2 was not as good until I played on Crushing and went, oh, it's actually better. It's better on every standpoint because of the fact you can throw grenades without using the 6-axis. Oh, thank God.
I would like Uncharted 2 better than Uncharted 1, but I think crushing Uncharted 1 is so much harder than Uncharted 2. And then 3 is not that hard at all. But I remember 1 nearly killed me.
Did it?
Yes, like there was one part where you have to go up in a tree to get something out of a plane, and then these guys just spawn out of nowhere, and you have to get down out of the plane on a zip rope while they're shooting at you, and then you have to get cover as quickly as possible. And if you died, you have to go back and repeat it, and it was like a 20-second long process, I think.
No, once you die, you just go back to spawning in front of cover.
No, well, maybe I'm remembering it wrong then.
I'm pretty sure you spawn in cover every single time. It's not that hard. The hard section is the one where there's pillars and enemies are dropping down. There's water around your feet, and they're dropping down from all different directions into this little area.
Can't remember.
And you can't find cover because they're coming from so many different areas. And all you got is like pillars to circle around. That was quite difficult.
There's actually, now that I'm thinking about it, there's a section exactly like that in the third one as well.
Yeah, there is. When you're leaving that well or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like the guy with the shotgun. I actually just ran around and started punching guys there because the fist-to-fist combat was a lot better was better done in 3. I didn't think it was overly amazing, but it was more effective in places. Although I didn't really like it that you could be in a fist combat and guys could be shooting at you and you didn't die. They're trying to do the whole Batman Arkham City kind of combat, I think.
Once you're locked into the animation, you're invulnerable to everything else. Yeah. Although, can you imagine how fucking annoying it would have been if you were mid-punch and you just fell over dead?
Yeah, sure.
I
have 4 platinums for Uncharted.
How do you have 4?
I have Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2,
Abyss.
and Golden Abyss.
Fair play. Good series.
Good series indeed. And what else have you been playing?
That's it. That took quite a while because I had to play through the whole thing on Crushing. So that took a good, 12 hours, I think.
And have you finished South Park?
Oh yeah, I finished that. I'm halfway through my second playthrough.
Oh, actually, good question I want to ask is, do you find it's just as rewarding playing through it again than it was the first time? Because a lot of people were saying that once you play it once, you kind of, you don't need to play again for a while.
Yeah, as in, that's the reason I went playing Uncharted 2 is because I just remembered it too well.
Mm-hmm.
While I was playing as the Jew class the second time around, and having the special abilities is fine, but once I unlock them all and I get to use them, then I kind of remember everything that happens in the story and all the kind of jokes. So I deliberately stopped playing, so I'll come back to in about a couple of weeks and maybe finish.
Alright. Okay, well, that's all we've been playing, so we can jump on to a couple of news stories that are the major ones at the moment. Everyone probably knows that Titanfall reviews are hitting the web, and scoring between the average scores are between 8.5 and 9, so pretty good. IGN's just after literally releasing their score with just there now, or no, IGN Norway did. Other news is, let's see, Watch Dogs apparently doesn't look as good as it did a year and a half ago when it was showed at E3 2012
on a high-end PC.
On a high-end PC, correct. There's a video we posted up there on the site of an analysis where you can kind of see the difference, and a lot of people are taking to the internet and being very, very annoyed with this because they feel like they're being cheated out of buying a PS4 for a game that was going to look the way it did on a high-end PC, that they thought it looked the same on a PS4, but like they never promised that it would look that way on a PS4. But still, at the same time, it looks pretty fucking good. So, yeah, you guys going to be picking up Watch Dogs, or are you going to wait and see?
I think, I obviously don't have the console for it yet, but I think I will wait and see. What's kind of put me off is the multiplayer side of it.
You can turn that off.
Oh, good. All right, then that's all right. Because the idea of 8 people invading my world is kind of... Because I know in that scenario, I would be an asshole. I would be the guy, like in GTA Online, when somebody goes into a shop to cut their hair, I park my car up against the door so they can't get out. It's funny when I do it, but if someone does it to me, it's just fucking annoying. They need to grow up.
The world is immature except for when Ross does it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Watch Dogs is actually, it got a release date as well in the past few days. It's coming out on May 28th or 27th.
You see, with Watch Dogs, after they initially showed it about 19 years ago, I was excited. But then it's just been too long since that initial reveal in 2012. That's a long time to wait for the game to actually come out. If they released the game within a year of that, it would have been really well received. But now I'm just burnt out. They can't show me anything that I haven't seen, and I'm kind of tired of it.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. Like, they tried not showing so much there in the past couple of months, but even then it was just gotten to a stage where you've seen so much of the gameplay, and a lot of times you're seeing repeats of gameplay in different areas that, you know, you can see where it might be getting repetitive. That's what the developers did say, that they put it on hold because when they replayed the game, they realized that there were some parts that just kept getting repetitive and kept getting repetitive. Like the way, you know, Assassin's Creed has that tendency to do the same thing where it's repetitive. So, I don't know, maybe, hopefully, the finished product does live up to the hype, because I remember seeing that at E3 2012 and my mind was just blown by how much was going on screen when that was being shown. So, yeah, Watch Dogs, 27th or 28th of May, I believe, for PS4, PS3, Xbox One, Xbox 360, PC, but no Wii U release date. Shocking.
How dare they?
Yeah. Other news, Titanfall will not display in a resolution of 1080p, but it's shipping in 792p resolution, which is less than, what was it, Rise, I believe? Rise was the Xbox exclusive that came out.
Rise is 720.
No, Rise is like 910, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it was around the 900s. So apparently Respawn have come out and said that will change. They will do an update and it will output more than 792. They didn't say whether it be 1080p or not, but I think it's 792 at 60 frames per second. So yeah, this is going to probably go into the whole debate of, like, are we expecting that these consoles should be shipping in 1080p games, or doesn't really make a difference? Really, I'm kind of like, you know, if the old consoles could put out a game in 1080p, we should be expecting that consoles that are coming out now, they're, you know, 7 years previous to the others, I think we should be expecting games to be 1080p. And that's not me just being like a PlayStation 4 connoisseur. I'm just, you know, that's what I believe. But I know it's very hard to see the difference.
I would agree with you.
But the difference between 7 years ago and now is the fact that the textures are way more detailed, the environments are more diverse, the character models have got so many more polygons. They're doing an awful lot more. So while 1080p back then didn't require nearly as much, what they were doing back then and getting 1080p is just a fraction of what they're doing now and still trying to get 1080p.
True, but like, you never hear, like, they are pretty much, when you put the PS4 and the Xbox One beside each other, they are nearly identical with the parts that are in them. Apparently there's rumour that PlayStation 4 has a little bit more power. So I think that the PS4 was just more put together with developers guiding it than the Xbox One. Kind of just, Microsoft just made it themselves and just said, here you go, have fun. Because, like, even who's the guy that's making The Witness? Jonathan Blow. He made Braid, and Braid was an exclusive for a while on Xbox when it first came out, and then it came out to PS3. Like, he said that he had a PlayStation 4 dev kit for a year, I think, or something like that, before the Xbox gave him one to start working on a game for Microsoft. So it just goes to show you that, like, people have had more time with the more time with the PlayStation 4 dev kits than people did with the Xbox One dev kit, I think.
Yeah, fair enough.
But but I do believe in time people will be able to get 1080p to work on the Xbox One. Just right now it's proving difficult. But
yeah, I think it might be the fact they just had less time with the development kit. That might be solely the reason.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, other news. PlayStation 4 have been putting out PS4 sharing videos of Destiny in their ads along with Watch Dogs. For anyone who doesn't know, PlayStation 4 sharing is, video sharing on Facebook, and probably someday they will get YouTube to work, but at the moment it's not implemented. But you can just share your gameplay clips on Facebook.
Can you capture footage on your PS4, Mitch?
I could if I wanted to. I have an Elgato game capture card, but it won't work directly with that. You have to get a HDMI splitter, which costs about €20 on Amazon. But if you had that, so what you do is you connect the HDMI to the Elgato, then the end of that goes to the splitter, and then the end of that goes into the PS4, and then that'll allow you to capture footage.
Do you know the PS3 cable that came with the Elgato? That won't work on the PS4, no?
No, because I don't think the PS4 has an input like that at the back of it. But the Elgato team are working on an update for the Elgato software that will allow... They have actually, they've given people the option to click on Xbox One and PS4 in the settings, but they just say that please wait for the next update for this to work. Now, I haven't checked in a while. For all I know, it could have updated and it works now, but I'm not 100% sure. Yep. So
can they do that? Isn't the HDCP protected on the PS4 because they didn't want people capturing? So how have Elgato got the go ahead to do that?
Probably didn't get the go ahead. They're just working around the system software. Like they could make it that they could record, and then Sony could put out a patch that stops them recording. But
okay, yeah, actually, it says that. Sony said that the PS4 would eventually not have HDCP, which is high bandwidth digital content protection. Just the fucking balls. That's the reason why you can't capture. They said eventually it will not have this during gameplay. So in the future it should work. So it's basically Sony's end to release a firmware update or something like that.
Which they have said they would do, but there's no sign of it yet.
Mm-hmm.
They should get it done before Infamous comes out, so that people can live stream and capture and make videos as much as possible. Free advertising.
Well, you can live stream games to Twitch if you want. You just can't do it through your own methods of using Elgato. But like the streaming capabilities of the PS4 is actually very, very good. The only thing you can't do is, which is kind of a little bit annoying, because I know the Xbox One is going to be doing it when it launch. Well, it's actually launched now, the whole Twitch streaming with Xbox. That you can't follow people from your PS4 like you can if you're watching Twitch on your web browser. You can only watch people, but you can't say, oh, I want to follow this person so that when they're streaming I can check them out. So maybe in a firmware update they might implement that in, but at the moment it's not there.
Well,
yeah. We didn't talk about Drive Club, but Drive Club has gone back to the drawing board again. So we don't know when we'll ever see that game.
Never. It's going to be cancelled.
I'm gonna put down a bet, and any of you can take it with me right now, but I will say when Drive Club launches, a month or two after that, the studio that's making it will be closed.
I want a window. I want a launch window for me to take this bet. You have to give me a month.
When the game launches?
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just saying, when the game does eventually launch, and I do believe it will, that, 2 months after that, the studio, was it Evolution?
They did MotorStorm. I don't think they'll be closed.
I think they will. I think they will. We seen them close Liverpool, they did Wipeout, and that was one of the biggest games on PS1, and it did okay on PS2, and then they did the Vita version, and then they closed them. after they did the Vita version.
No, they'll be fine. Literally, I'm looking here at their game pad. They've released a game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 games in the past 11 years. They're going to be fine.
No.
Okay.
Okay, what do you want to bet? We'll bet a steak dinner.
A steak dinner, a candlelit as well.
Candlelit, yeah. We have to wear suits.
I'm going to wear a bow tie.
Cool.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah, didn't it? I'm also going to make sure I pack some sexy underwear.
No, that's going too far. Let's see if there's what else is big in news.
Jack Trenton stepping down. That happened after the last podcast.
Yeah, that. Oh man, I can't believe that. He's so fucking cool.
He was like the rock star of Sony.
Like 19 years. You think he'd just stay another year to make it 20 and then leave, like at least. But yeah.
Very demanding of Jack Trenton, aren't you?
You couldn't round it up, you old fucker.
Yeah, he's a cool motherfucker. Like he had like the best E3 last year of his life with when he came on stage and he said like games will be playable and shareable, and like the crowd went nuts. Like if he had a mic, he should have just dropped it there and then. Like you remember that, don't you?
Yeah, it was awesome.
It's fucking brilliant. Like,
and the PS4 will support used games.
Oh my god!
Fuck you, Xbox!
Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming! Oh my god! It's like another Zelda! Yeah, people did cry during that announcement when Kingdom Hearts 3 was announced.
I was very emotional, Mitch. I hadn't eaten. It was the perfect storm of no sleep, no food.
Perfect storm of no sleep and food. How wonderful. Yeah, okay. Jack Trenton, he'll be missed. I can't remember the name of the guy that's taken over for him.
Sean, but something.
He's a member of Sony anyway, and he'll be taking up the mantle. That's some big shoes to fill, though. So, more news. Pirates, or a picture of Assassin's Creed 5 Hero has appeared in the network, apparently. This has only been, launched under 45 minutes ago, so it's fairly recent. No pictures on this website, unfortunately, so it could be just a hoax, but it's not a far stretch to think that there won't be another Assassin's Creed game.
Well, I didn't play 4, so I don't know how it ends, and if they leave it open or anything, but yeah, I see that franchise lasting quite a while.
Yeah.
There's so many other places they can take it.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, saying, why not bring it to Japan?
Feudal Japan would be awesome for Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, because, the whole traversal thing is just instantly like a ninja kind of technique that they should be doing. Oh, the best news ever, and I fucking love this news, is that Costume Quest 2 has been announced.
What?
Costume Quest 2 has been announced.
Was that the spin-off of Final Fantasy X2?
No.
Somebody in the world will get that joke and they will wet themselves.
No, Costume Quest was made by, I think it's Double Fine.
Yeah, it was. It was made by Double Fine. I can understand why they're doing it, because that sold quite well, and they're pretty much on the edge financially after Broken Age, and they spent way too much on it. So I can see why they want to go immediately into making a smaller game that won't take much time to develop and will also sell well.
Yeah. Now, that game was very, very enjoyable, and just kind of an interesting story and take on Halloween and how costumes can give you powers. So yeah, more news. Oh, Batman Batman Arkham Knight was announced, and it's going to be a next gen only game, which is kind of good, because that will be a game that a lot of people on previous gen that haven't changed over to next gen will want to play. And apparently it's going to be like the final version of the Arkham series, so it'll kind of be the finishing up of the Arkham series. So
wait, that was that? Well, that was announced after our podcast last week, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Good God, time is moving slow for me.
Tuesday is apparently a bad day to do a podcast because all the news seems to come out every fucking Wednesday.
I know, but like, do you work on Wednesdays?
I'm not giving out that we do it on a Tuesday. I'm just making light of the fact that all the news seems to happen after we finish recording.
I know.
That's always the way, isn't it?
If we could, like, I would like to be a Thursday podcast, but it's just whatever day you're free, Ross. Like, I'm free anytime at this time each week, but with you, it's just we don't know until you get your work schedule, I guess.
Yeah, well, if I'm teaching classes, then I'm off Monday, Tuesday, because I teach classes every other day of the week. But if there's no classes on, then you have to wait week to week, and it's always different.
Yeah. I'm just going to do one more quick refresh of this page to see if there's any more news. No, there's no more news. So let's move on to a topic. And Adam, I'll leave it up to you to pick this week's topic.
Spotlight, Adam, go. You have 5 seconds. What do you do, Adam? What do you do? I watched Speed recently.
I don't know. There's nothing been bothering me at all.
It doesn't have to be game related.
Doesn't have to be game related.
Yeah, go on. Just go nuts.
I don't know. What's your feeling on ad block?
Ooh. I used to use it, but now that I have a website, I think it's my own duty to have ad block turned off and just, get used to seeing ads because it actually helps me come up with ideas for our website.
Because I was around, and a couple of websites, including game trailers, actually had to post something saying, if you're on our site, please don't use ad block because we've had to lay off staff because our profits went down 20% in 1 year.
Yeah.
Even though their viewership is the exact same, if not higher, they're not making enough money.
It is kind of like a lot of people probably don't know this, but like websites, that's how they make a profit. Really, is ad block, what am I saying? Ad block. It's not how to make profit. No, like they make their profit from ads, and you could have a person, or you could have like 100,000 viewers on your website, and if all of them had ad blocker, you wouldn't get a single thing for giving them the information that they came here to see. Do you know? And it's going to get worse as well because ad blocker isn't going away because people just don't want to see ads. I don't know. What do you think, Ross?
I don't use it. If a website comes up with an ad, I'll X out of it as quickly as it'll let me, but I don't block it or anything.
Yeah,
it doesn't hinder me that much.
The happy medium. The problem is that there are websites that are riddled with ads and are almost unmanageable. I use AdBlock for one specific type of website, and that is the video streaming sites that you can't physically get to the video because every ad which has a close button on it is actually an ad. Is actually like a link to another ad. Do you know those type of ads that they have their button that says close? You click that and it opens up another ad. And underneath that is another ad. Underneath that, when they're riddled with ads, I'm like, you know what? Feg it. Ad block. There you go. And whenever it's done in type of like, what's we putting it? An acceptable way. I don't mind a skin on your website. That's fine. I don't mind a pop-up at the bottom. Just don't overtake what your website has. Even though you might make a lot more money, but I'm not going to go back.
I do agree with the whole like YouTube. Like I don't mind when it's like that 5-second thing where it's like skip it now, but then with that 30-second one that comes up and you have to just
yeah. And the thing is, that's not the choice. That's the choice of the person putting up the video. They can choose which type of ad they want. So I normally just never visit that uploader again.
Yeah, no, we haven't got any ads on our website currently, and I'll be honest, we probably will when we're up and running more, when we've consistent content being created for the site daily, and you'll probably see ads, but there won't be. I'll never have ads like that where it makes it sore for people to come to the website, because the website was originally a hobby that turned into something bigger, that when I realized we were getting a lot of viewers, that people are really interested. So I just want to make good content that people enjoy coming back to see. That's why we do like Let's Plays, that's why we do podcasts, and we also do news stories. But I kind of believe that we'll be more of a kind of content based site more than coming for the latest news and reviews. Like, we'll have news and reviews, but we won't have them in such a majority that other websites will. Now, for all I know, that could totally change. We can get the manpower to do that, but currently right now it's content based with a couple of really hard hitting news stories and whatever reviews we can get done. And yeah, so ad block, it has pros and cons, but I understand why, you know, big websites like Game Trailers and stuff would hate it, because they've got such, like, we're not on the level or the capacity that they are, so it's understandable that they need to have so many ads running to pay their staff. But for us, I suppose we can kind of get away with it because we're not paying anyone. Like, no, like, the website isn't free though. Like, we pay to have it on servers and stuff. And currently I don't mind doing that because, like I said, it's a hobby that, you know, hopefully it'll grow bigger and bigger and it'll become more of, not a hobby, but like a source of income, so I don't have to work in a fucking shithole job every day.
Wait, what exactly is your job? I know you work 4:30 to 12:30 every day. It's medical something, isn't it?
Yeah, quality analyst is my title, I guess. But,
quality. I worked in quality for 5 weeks. That is tough.
I'm there like 6 years, and I'm just need to get out of the place. So
human beings aren't. Is the funny thing, when you're growing up as a child and someone asks you what you want to be, no one's ever going to say, I would love to just worry all day about the quality of products.
Set your dreams realistic, kid. That's good.
Yeah. So, right, topic is
solved.
Done.
It's solved.
Topic solved. Yeah.
Don't use ad block, you pricks.
Well, like, do on those websites that really put you through like 30 seconds of hell. If it's 5 seconds of hell and you get to skip it, because actually, you know, those 5 seconds, you know what they do? Just on the last second before you click it, they'll make some kind of noise or some word they'll say will be like instantly, it'll click with you. You'll be like, oh, hold on a second. I end up watching some ads that, you know, go on for 2 minutes, even though I had the possibility to click it after 5 seconds, just because they choreographed it so perfectly that I didn't click the button, do you know?
They should do. I'm reminded of that scene in The Simpsons where Homer's doing a picket sign and it just says sex, and it says underneath says, now that I have your attention.
Yeah, it's like 3, 2, 1, sex. What? No, I can't click skip it now.
I gotta say, I've never had that. I just get sick of hearing the same 5 seconds of the same ad over and over and over again on YouTube. Like when Guinness had that clock one.
Oh yeah, that was
last year. I heard the sentence, I have decided to be more than just a tick-tock click, and then I clicked off. That I heard that so many times.
Alright, well, I think that's a podcast really, because we've went through... Oh wait, no! Segment. Ross, how's Sons of Anarchy going?
Segment! I am on disc 2 of season 5.
This 2 season 5. How are you liking it?
I'm really liking it. Now, it's on season 6, is it?
It's finished on season 6, correct?
Okay, because my box set only goes from season 1 to 5. So once I finish this, I'm out, because I don't think season 6 is on DVD yet.
It's not.
Yeah, so we'll have to wait a while.
Yeah, wait.
So I did break it up rather than marathoning it like I did for season 4. Last night I watched 1 episode, and then I watched Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2.
How was that movie?
That movie is awesome. It's really good. I wanted to see it in the cinema, never got around to it.
Oh wait, that.
And I have not gone to the Lego movie before you fucking ask me. I did go see 300 though.
Oh, how was that?
300's awesome. It is really good.
So you actually went to a cinema and didn't go and see the film you've been talking about for about a month?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's Ross, guys. You gotta get used to it.
I put no thought into stuff. I finished work at 4:15, and I have to walk past the cinema to get home, and it started raining, so I just went in for a second, and then, oh shit, 300 starts in 20 minutes. I'll have one ticket, please. And then I just went to it, and that was it. That was my day.
That's brilliant, actually. Why don't you just do that for the Lego Movie? Like, it'll eventually be out of the cinema before you get a chance to see it.
Probably, but then I'll just watch it online, and I'm going to be buying it on DVD, without a doubt. So.
Oh yeah, I've seen it in the cinema, and I'd nearly go back to see it again, and I'm definitely buying the DVD just to. Oh, it's so amazing how that movie looks and how it's choreographed.
Yeah, it'd be great if I get that on Blu-ray. That would be class. The Lego Movie.
Actually, what have I been watching? I've been watching a lot of web series stuff.
Like what?
Giant Bomb. No, what have I been watching? Let me see.
Clearly, it is grabbed hold of your entire life and your existence.
Yeah, no. You know what happens? Like, if I don't say it now, I'll be like, when we finish recording, I'll be like, oh fuck, I seen like Star Wars 7.
Jeez, it was shit.
That's another series I don't really like is Star Wars. I'm not a fan.
I think it's overrated.
Yeah.
Well, then again, the first few films are about 30 years old, so I can see why at the time it seemed like groundbreaking and fantastic, but my experience is just the 3 newer ones, which are okay. The third one has third one has some really cool lightsaber fights.
I think the lightsaber fights in the original trilogy were better.
They were not.
Yeah, they were.
They're very dull.
No, they weren't.
The ones in 3 are just fantastic.
No, they're too overly... Exactly, they're too overly choreographed and everything. Like the original battle between Luke and Vader, when he's trying not to go over to the dark side, but he is getting angry, that's an amazing fight.
I know, it's just they're not... If someone had their entire life with a lightsaber, I expect them to be better with it.
Well, Luke didn't have his entire life with a lightsaber.
I know, but Vader did.
Yeah, but he didn't have to be all flashy and stuff, because he could just choke people out with his hand. That's all he did.
I suppose. I don't know. I thought my favourite one is the third.
Star Wars sucks. Shut up. Fuck you, Mitch. We're tweeting each other while recording a podcast.
The height of professionalism, I know. I'm trying to remember that that question that I've heard before about seen as Darth Vader is like basically made up of robot parts or something, yeah, or. Like he got cut up, didn't he? And he doesn't have hands. He's a robot, isn't he?
I think he has one. I think he has one arm. He's one robot arm and then 2 robot legs.
Yeah,
I think is what's left of him.
Does he still have his penis?
No. Did Hayden Christensen ever have a penis?
When he was about 4.
Oh God. And then
everyone lost it.
And then everyone
it just shrunk back up inside him.
After everyone called him Annie, he just convinced himself he was a girl, and then it just went whoop, just back up his head.
Alright, that's enough Star Wars. That's enough of this podcast. But if you want to listen to more of this podcast, you can go over to CelticGamer.com and just go to the section podcasts. You'll notice that there's going to be one being added there soon called the Clutch Gaming Podcast. That's by our reviewer Jeremy Levell. I think Leville, I'm not too sure. I keep fucking it up. But if you don't want to go there, you can subscribe to us on iTunes, and if you'd like, you can give us a star rating of 5 stars, which will really help us stay up on the podcast rankings and get more likes and clicks and all that. If you want, you can follow each podcast member on, me and Ross on Twitter and Adam on YouTube. I'm at alpha_prince. Ross is at Muffin Ross, and Adam is on YouTube and he is Adam MVP.
Hey, you got it right.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm pro. I don't have it written down or nothing. Also, while you're over on YouTube, you can subscribe to our YouTube to check out the latest video content from Ross and Adam, along with Dylan's retro gaming segments, and also me and Connor's trial runs of, I think we'll be doing one this week for the site. Those the podcast, or no, the website is also located on Twitter. It's Celtic Gamer IRL, but I have put a plea forward to Twitter asking to acquire the Celtic Gamer username, since the guy has been inactive for more than 3 years, I think. So I'll hopefully get a word back from them soon in relation to that. And we're also on Facebook. We're Facebook/Celtic Gamer Network on Facebook, because Celtic Gamer is currently taken on Facebook, unfortunately. But yeah, that's our show, and we're glad you listened. And also, we'll be playing a music segment by Zarkon Principle at the end of this show, because those guys, I met up with the guitarist there at the weekend, and I asked them could I get the songs off them, because they haven't. These are songs that have been recorded over 5 years ago, and I just think that people should listen to them, because apparently they're trying to make a comeback. But yeah, thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy the song, and I hope you check us out next week for episode 7 of the podcast.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.